What's up, guys? It's Pete. Got to start adding some content to my YouTube channel, Pete's Place. So I've been mixing for the Hindley Street Country Club, greatest cover band in the world. Big cover band on YouTube. Amazing I get to mix these performances week after week. And showing a little bit what I do here, mixing and some techniques. Today we got Street Player, which was just uploaded recently there.
Lesson learned, that's you had me today. I'm a street player.
So I'm going to show maybe a technique or two per video. We'll see how this goes. Here I want to show something I did with a snare drum. This could be used for other things as well. So if we solo the snare, which is actually comprised of a bunch of things, but that's for another discussion. But it's all being bussed to one channel. Here's the actual snare bus. So all four of these guys that are doing their job are going to this one bus here. So here I can control the overall sound of the snare. And in this case, I have a plugin that I want to show. This is a free one. So a lot of times the free ones do the job the best sometimes. So get your hands on a whole bunch of them, right? Voxengo tube amp. So in this case, in this song, I wanted to hear the snare really jump out of the mix. It's a dancey song, right? You got to hear the snare. There's no claps or anything else going on. So that thing's got to pop out and do its job, right? And I have some snap on it, some brightness, because there's a 4 on the floor kick, so that it helps it kind of separate and do its own thing, pop out of the mix. But one thing to get level in your mix, and, you know, let's say you want that snare loud, or, you know, generally a way to get something loud in the mix without actually having it be very loud, it just sounds louder than it is to distort it, saturate it a little bit. And that's what I'm doing here with the drive. So if I bypass this is what it sounds like without that. Now if I turn it on, it doesn't sound much different, does it? Actually, it sounds better, because giving a little saturation on a snare drum, especially for old school stuff, is nice. So here's what I want to show. Here's the level right here. If you look at this, this is our snare drum level. Now watch, I'll turn the distortion all the way up. Actually, you know what? I won't. I'll just turn down the dry. So we're hearing the saturated signal here. Right. Now look at the level. Now I'm going to bypass the plugin. The level went up, but the volume went down. See the level peaking? Right. Now turn the plugin on. It gets louder. Look at the peak. It's actually a bit lower. So by blending that in, let's say 50-50, right, with the snare, it doesn't sound much different. And again, it sounds better. So I'm getting a bit more volume, and I could, you know, I could push it even more if I needed to. I'm getting a bit more volume out of that snare drum, but there's not any, you know, the level itself is not actually louder. So that helps with getting your mix loud in the end and mastering, and when you're, you know, you're not making compressors pump because you're giving it so much level. So, and that's a trick with, you know, you could use that on, well, practically anything where you want something loud in the mix, but you're already sort of peaking. Or, you know, you could have the snare drum, you know, peaking on your bus compressor, and you're going, well, the snare doesn't sound very loud, but every time it hits, my bus compressor needle is just jumping. Well, it's sending too much level. Try saturating it, right? And you can actually turn it down, but you'll hear it more. Cool trick, right? So hopefully that's helpful, and I'll do more of these videos and kind of show what I do if you're interested in that and how I get these sounds. So I'll make another video soon. Make sure you're subscribed. If you need anything mixed, you can hit me up. I'll put links in the description. If you need anything mixed, I could do that for you. See you soon.